It's important to evaluate your investments to ensure your portfolio is performing positively. But what's the best way you can check up on your stock status? Mark Niederhellman is here to help us understand how indexes may be used to benchmark our portfolio performance. Mark's a financial advisor with the Lineweaver Financial Group. Thanks for joining us today.
Armin, my pleasure.
So, indexes, like things like the Dow, you compare your stocks against how the Dow's doing? Is that how you make a decision?
That's exactly right. The Dow is just one example of an index, and there are multiple indexes out there. First of all, let's define what an index is.
Yeah.
An index is just a measurement of a broad measure of the market or some specific measure of the market. Think of it as a financial barometer. Now,
Okay.
a lot of times people make a mistake. They have a well-diversified portfolio, and they're using a very broad market index to evaluate their portfolio, when their portfolio is really made up of individual components. So they might want to be taking a look at multiple indexes to evaluate their portfolio. And I don't think a lot of investors are doing this today.
Well, when you say multiple indexes, I know about the Dow.
Right.
And I've heard of the Standard & Poor 500.
Right. Right.
And there's more?
There are a lot of indexes, Armin. The Dow and the S&P 500 are the go-to indexes because they're so widely published. I think they're very good instruments for taking a glimpse at what the market's doing on a day-to-day basis and then comparing that to your portfolio. But let's say that you have international funds or international holdings in your portfolio. I don't think that the Dow Jones Industrial Average would be the right benchmark to compare your international holdings to see how they're performing. Likewise, I don't think you'd want to use any kind of a market index to see how your CDs are performing, what the interest rates are doing. That really isn't comparing apples to apples.
So if we want an apple-to-apple comparison, where do we look to get that?
I think you need to look at the specific sector of the market that you're investing in and then find the index that's paired to that. Let's take small cap stocks. There are a couple of small cap indexes out there. I'll give you an example. The Russell 2000 is an index that's made up of 2,000 companies that have median capitalizations, the size of the stock
So those are
value.
small companies, basically.
Small cap companies. So you would want to use a small cap index to judge the performance of your small cap stocks.
Is there a place, I think a lot of people, including me, don't even know how to characterize a particular stock. Is it small? Is it big? Is it technology? Is it, diversified? Is there, a book to go to or an internet website or something to figure out how do we characterize our stock and what index would be appropriate?
Yes. All right. Let's use a mutual fund as an example. Let's say that you hold a mutual fund. You can go to that mutual fund company's website or another website like Yahoo Finance to see how that mutual fund is characterized. Okay. Is it a technology fund? If it's a technology fund, then you're going to want to find a technology index that you can use to compare that to. You can go online to someplace like Yahoo Finance or Investopedia, or if you don't have internet access, go to the library, pick up a simple book on personal finance. You'll be able to find a lot of information there.
And you wouldn't say this, but if you have a financial advisor, go to the financial advisor. I'm sure they can give you help.
That's
too.
what you have them for.
All right. Thank you very much for coming in. Good information.
Armin, my pleasure.
When it comes to your portfolio, knowledge is power. So follow Mark's advice. Get informed about indexes. And if you need help, give him a call. The number's coming up next.
For more information, call the Lineweaver Financial Group at 1-888-313-4009 or log on to www.lineweaver.net.